This is Route 66, the Mother Road, the show that road trips the legendary highway from Chicago to the coast. Your hosts are Robbie and Terry, both 15. Every week they break it down so you actually get it.
Welcome to the Road, the show that road trips the legendary highway from Chicago to the coast. I'm Terry.
And I'm Robbie. And today we're talking about one of the weirdest, most wonderful roadside surprises on all of Route 66, the blue whale of Catoosa.
A blue whale in Oklahoma, landlocked, flat, tornado magnet, Oklahoma.
Right? No ocean for about 1,000 miles, and yet there she is grinning at you from a pond off the highway near Catoosa.
She's enormous, about 80 feet long, painted this cheerful turquoise blue with a giant smile that basically dares you to stop.
And people absolutely do stop. She's been pulling in road trippers since the early 1970s.
So who built a whale in the middle of Oklahoma?
A guy named Hugh Davis who created her as a surprise anniversary gift for his wife Zelda, who collected whale figurines.
That is the most husband move of all time. Honey, I got you a whale.
Zelda collected little whale trinkets, so Hugh thought, go big or go home, I guess. Literally.
He spent years building her, finishing around 1972, and the whole thing sits right on their private land.
Hugh also built a little swimming hole around her, so neighborhood kids and road trippers could actually swim through the whale's mouth and slide off her tail.
That is objectively the greatest backyard project in human history. My dad built a deck and he's still talking about it.
The whale became a full-on community gathering spot. There were even cookouts and diving contests held right there.
Then Hugh Davis passed away in 1990 and the whale fell into disrepair. She got cracked, faded, kind of sad looking.
But here's where it gets sweet. The town of Catoosa basically refused to let her go.
A local group stepped up, raised money, and restored her in the early 2000s, repainting that big turquoise grin.
She was added to the National Register of Historic Places in 2001, which means the federal government officially recognizes a smiling cartoon whale as historically significant.
As they should, that is peak America.
And she sits right beside historic Route 66, so she's been greeting travelers on that legendary road for over 50 years now.
What I love is that she wasn't built for tourists or commerce. Hugh just loved his wife.
Pure motivation, no gift shop planned, no admission fee, just a massive whale because Zelda liked whales.
There's something kind of moving about that when you think about it. A love letter you can swim through.
Okay, that might be the most poetic sentence ever said about Oklahoma roadside art.
I have my moments. So does the whale still have a swimming hole?
The pond is still there, though swimming isn't really encouraged anymore. Mostly it's a photo stop now, which, fair enough.
People come from all over the world to stand next to a concrete whale and smile, and honestly, I respect that completely.
Route 66 is full of these monuments that exist just because one person had a wild idea and followed through.
The Cadillac Ranch in Texas, the Wigwam Motel in Arizona, but this one feels the most personal somehow.
Because it started as a gift. The whole thing is basically a really large aquatic valentine
Built by a man named Hugh in a state with no ocean. For a woman named Zelda who collected tiny whale figurines.
and now she's on the National Register of Historic Places and has her own fan pages and everything.
Zelda would have loved that. I hope she did love that actually. She lived to see the whale become famous.
She did. Zelda outlived Hugh and watched the restoration happen. She got to see people fall in love with her whale all over again.
Okay, I'm not tearing up about a concrete whale in Oklahoma. I am not.
You are a little...
Moving on. If you're ever on Route 66 heading through northeastern Oklahoma, Catoosa is about 10 miles east of Tulsa.
Pull off, take the photo, smile back at her because she is absolutely smiling at you.
She's been smiling for over 50 years and she is not stopping anytime soon.
Long live the blue whale of Catoosa, built with love, restored with love, and visited with joy by everyone who finds her.
That's our show for this week. Thanks for riding along with us.
Keep your eyes open on the highway. The best stuff is always the thing you almost drove past. See you next week on Route 66, the Mother Road.